Continue. For example, we see a person who has already developed miserly qualities, right? This one is of undesirable character traits that leads to improper conduct, as explained previously in this chapter. If he want to heal, if we want to heal this person, he should not we should not instruct him to conduct himself with generosity. This would be like trying to use a balanced remedy to heal someone whose nature has been overcome by the warmth. Okay, this would not cure his affliction. Rather, we should instruct him to spend freely time after time, repeating free spending conduct until he has driven from his soul the character traits that led him to miserly conduct. Indeed, he should continue almost to the point that he has acquired the nature of the free spender. At that point, he should abandon free spending, and we should instruct him to follow the median of the generosity consistently, showing neither excess or deficiency. So it's unbelievable example. So let's look at this example of the Rambam. So he said, different example, okay? So he said, for example, we see a person who has already developed miserly qualities. So he does not want to go anywhere. So because people are going to invite him, now he would have to give gifts, or he would not go to shul because sometimes they come and collect money in the shuls, like sometimes I understand it is annoying. For example, in many times when we go to Israel, so we stay in this like in the center of the city, of course, closer to the Western world, and that's where all of the people who collect money would come. They know that American prays there, so they come. And for me, I mean, I see how much other people give. They don't give much. I mean, so I give the same, a little more maybe, right? So for me, it's fun, like to give, like to put all of this like a stack of the coins, and they just come and take, and you put more and you put more. It's unbelievable. So it's a very good feeling. I mean, to be able to give every morning to other people who in need. Right, but some people they start complaining so much and they don't want to give at all. I mean, if you don't want to give at all, so just keep quiet. It's not like these people demand. They just keep come quiet. You want to give, you give. You don't want to give, just eat the cedar. Don't look at the cedar. Not going to stand over him. Right. So okay, that miserly person, he does not want to give at all. Right, and even spend on himself. This is one of the undesirable character traits. So he said, no, I'm actually saving for this day, that day. Okay, he's not, right? He's not. He said, because I'm planning to give big donations. These people don't give big donations, just so you know, right? This is one undesirable trait that leads to improper conduct. Right, so because he does not want to be put in a situation when somebody might ask him, or he might need to spend money, so his life conduct changes, as explained in previously in this chapter. Okay, continue. If we want to heal this person, so it's very interesting. So Rambam changes the language, and it's actually that's what we say. If we want to heal that person cannot heal himself, just so you know. He can acknowledge that he has a problem and come to the spiritual doctor, a rabbi, and ask him what should I do, how can change my character. That's a big deal, right? But to heal himself, it's impossible, because many times these people do not see the deficiency. As the Talmud says, nobody see obligations in themselves, right? So if we want to heal this person, meaning we're going to guide him, we should instruct him to conduct himself with generosity. So as we said, he's in one extreme, so now we have to bring him to a different extreme. Of course, our goal is in the middle, but he's so much to the right or to the left, doesn't matter. I'm going to use right just for example purposes, right? So we want to bring it to the left. We want to bring it to the left to land in the middle. In at the end, we want him to stay in the middle, right? Okay. This would be like trying to use balanced remedy to heal someone whose nature been overcome by warmth, right? So there is some people who are hot-blooded, right? So like always hot. Some people who are cold-blooded, right? Like I'm not sure it's about blood or other issues, but still there's a remedy. It's not good when somebody is always hot. So there is a problem. It's not like he's hot blooded or something. There is probably like high blood pressure, some like maybe stone is in the kidney. I don't know. I'm just saying there is a different issue. It's not like he's very different. There is an issue, right? This would not cure his affliction, right? Was not curious. Rather, we should instruct him to spend freely, right? So we're going to back to this guy. So we say, okay, try to spend, to give tzedakah, as Rambam said in Hilchos Dios. He said that don't ask him to give $100 tzedakah. It's not going to work. But let him give $1 to 100 people. Is it going to help these people? Absolutely not. I mean, it's not going to change the situation. Right, as I remember in Israel, like sometimes like there are many people who ask, I mean, I don't know, they religious, not religious, they needy, not needy, so you would give something, and some people start yelling and screaming at you like you didn't give enough. Wow. Unbelievable. Like 10, 20, 100 people pass by, they did not care. You were keep quiet. I gave you something, now you yelling at me that I did not give you enough. That's very interesting. Right, so Rambam says in order to change your character of stinginess, so give 100 people $1. Of course, normal people will thank you, appreciate you, even though it's not going to change their life, but that because they're nice, because they try to see you as a donor for the next time. That's it. You understand? And the person hears all the compliments and he feels good. She feels good, and it changed the nature. Oh, that's okay. That's what it takes to give $1, and people would like me. So he or she is going to give next time is more freely, until they don't have any problem to give. That's what Rambam said. But start with the small. Don't go like extreme. So one more time, the whole sentence or half of the sentence. Rather, we should instruct him to spend freely, right? Time after time. So spend and make it your habit. So as we said in the beginning of this chapter, the change is must be in routine. And when you repeat the same thing over and over again, it's going to become your character trait. Right? That's what you're going to get used to. Repeat and free spending conduct until he has driven from his soul the character traits that led him to miserly conduct. So whatever was that led him to miserly conduct, whatever that he thought that he's not going to have enough, or I need all this money, this and that. So he would see like people respect me, people like me here, they smile to me, they finally they say hello to me on the street. So because I gave them money, because I gave them hand or whatever I did for them, so everybody would like to be likable, right? So and it's going this routine, this change of the character is going to push away this bad character traits. Sometimes we don't even know what's the root of this bad character traits. Maybe from childhood, from the family, I don't know, from the environment, I don't know. Maybe from previous life, doesn't matter. So it's still fixable. Everything is fixable. Indeed, he should continue almost to the point that he acquires the nature of a free spender. So almost, so as we said before, since he was like a very miserly person in a extreme, so he has to go much to the extreme, even be like past the medium, But the goal is then to come back, right? But he has to go a little over or a lot over, depends. At that point, he should abandon free spending, right? So because we said extreme free spending is not good, and we should instruct him to follow the median of generosity consistently. Okay, so you need every month you have to give tzedakah, so you give tzedakah. Some people, so they ask me how a person would develop bitachon, like trust in HaShem. So advice I give the thing that I follow. I give tzedakah, so I know how much money, like approximately plus minus. Am I going to get this month? So I pay ahead. I give my tzedakah 1 month in advance. So I say, HaShem, I know that you're going to provide me. So why should I wait until the end of the month? If today I have in my bank, I have this money, I'm going to send right now, and you're going to give me. Okay, who is more trustable than you? And that's it. That's how you develop these character traits, right? Right, but we have to bring it to the median, showing neither excess of deficiency. Okay, so time flies very fast. Okay, so let's do one more piece. Similarly, if we see having like Similarly, if we see that him behaving like a spendthrift, so we see him. He does not know. Right? He thinks that everybody likes me. Everybody likes me. I buy everybody drink. I pay for lunch for the whole company, for the whole office, like all of these clowns, right? So he would not see anything bad about him. So everybody give him compliments, right? We should instruct him to conduct himself frequently as a miser. Okay. But there is no need to repeat miserly conduct as frequently as mentioned above with regard to the free spending. This point is fundamental principle of healing and its secret. So here's the secret. It is either easier for a person to return to the median generosity from the free spending than from a return of generosity to generosity from the miserliness. Very interesting. Very interesting. So Rambam gives us the formula how to fix these character traits. So let's do from the beginning, and we're going to explain. Similarly, if we see behaving like a spendthrift, so meaning that he's like throw money, and when the time comes to pay rent, he does not have, right? So a wife has to get a second job and this and that. So unfortunately, we saw these people like the outside world see this guy as a hero, the best person ever alive after Moshe Rabbeinu, but the family see him like animal, the enemy of the family, like the one like a thief. He steals from wife, from children, so because he wants to impress people on the street, or like people in his office, people at his environment, his friends. Right, so that's not good, right? So we have to cure him. So we should instruct him. So of course, if he acknowledges that it's not good, right? We should instruct him to conduct himself frequently as a miser. So you say, so they ask you to spend? Say, I don't have. Sorry, I don't have. That's it, right? So as a miser, don't spend at all. But there is no need to repeat miserly conduct as frequently as I mentioned above with regard to free spending. So, meaning Rambam is going to tell us the secret, or he told us the secret, we're going to over. So, from miserly to normal person, it's not so simple. It's hard. But for a free spender to the median, it's much easier. Much easier. Why? Because here you give away, right? You give money. You give to tzedakah, you support the right causes, but it is balanced. It's not like you stop giving completely. That would be too much. No, you give, but it's balanced. So first you say you talk to your wife, or wife talks to her husband. Husband talk to a wife is better, because with wife it's different story, right? So she's not allowed to spend unless husband agrees. unless they have special agreement, right? That's a different story. I don't want to confuse you. So let's say, so he asked her, like, how much money we need for this, for that, and then he can decide how much he's going to send to where. Of course, if it is 10% from the gross, that's a different story. Okay. Okay. So, but not more than that. So whatever I have to give to tzedakah, I give. So I separate before. But whatever I want to give extra, only when if my wife agrees, is my family agrees. So if children needs new clothing, right? So you don't go buy yourself something like or treat your friend with something. You don't do that. Okay. So, but that's the secret. But to come from a miserly person to giving person, it's much harder, right? So it's like from 0 to 50, it's right to the middle. It's very hard. Okay. Spendthrift. Okay, so that's what Rambam calls the secret.